Hey everyone, welcome back to the Suburban Homesteader. My name is Megan and today you're going to come along with me as we prep some pizza dough. So the family wanted pizza tonight. So last time we had pizza, I made homemade pizza dough and did the bases using just 2 ingredients. It's super easy and it tasted amazing. So it's the first time I've ever done it, and I don't think I'll ever go back to other pizza bases, especially bought pizza bases. So it's just Greek style yogurt and some self-raising flour, which I have in this tub here. So one yield is 8 servings. So I'm going to try and prep as many as I can. So last time I made a huge amount of pizza bases. Once you've made it, you've rolled it out, you've cut it whatever size you want, you rolled it out to whatever size or shape. You cook it on the fry pan in some light cooking spray oil. And then you let them cool. Last time I guess you can freeze them as they are. Last time I actually prepped all the bases and the sauces on it and froze them as they were. And then that way, for a quick takeout, I was able to pull them out of the freezer and whack them straight in the oven. And it was just like I made them there and then. So we're going to go ahead. Like I said, I'm going to be trying prepping as much as I can. So I'm going to see how many cups are in this huge tub of yogurt here. It says it's about 2 kilos of Greek style yogurt. So I just want to see how many cups of yogurt I have, and then I can see how much cups of self-raising flour I need. So like I said, it was the first time I made it last time. And once you've cooked it, the thickness and the texture is kind of like a naan bread. So I guess it really can be multi-use. But we used it for pizza dough and it was amazing, so I don't think I'll ever go back to other ones. So just say that's 1. Two. So the one yield, which is 8 servings, it's 1.5 cups of self-raising flour to 1 cup of Greek yogurt. So I'm going to try and see if I can do more than that, because I would like to have some extra bases in the freezer. So that's 4 cups of yogurt. I might just leave it at that at the moment. There's probably another cup and a bit there. Might do one more actually. I'll do 1 more cup. So this is going to be a lot of pizza dough. Alright, so I've got 5 cups of yogurt here. So I need 7.5 cups of self-raising flour and a bit extra just while I'm kneading if I need any more. A bit extra out. Okay, so 7.5 cups. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, So I buy my flour, or try to, in bulk, and I just keep it in this food safe, PBA free container. So I've got self-raising flour and normal plain flour, or all-purpose flour. All right, so I want to make a bit of a well. Let's put some of the yogurt in. So it's going to get a bit messy, but that's all right. I'm just slowly mixing it all in. So last time I found I did need more flour, but everyone's different with what consistency I like too. But yeah, I definitely felt like I needed more flour. So definitely keep some extra on hand. And just going off like how it feels. So comparing to like just water and flour, I feel like with the yogurt, it feels more light. So I'm gonna go and add extra flour. And then from here, it just depends on how it feels for you. Like I said, they said 7.5 cups according to the recipe that I'm following. But I always end up adding more. Starting to slowly come together. I reckon that'll probably be enough flour now. Alright, from here, I'm gonna have a look at maybe separating it now. Cleaning up the table a little bit, scraping it off. And then I'll cut it in half and start separating it. And then working on bits individually. Just to make it a bit more manageable. So I'm no expert in cooking. Someone has probably a far better way of doing it than me. And maybe less messy. But so put some flour on the base. Cut a chunk. So I like to do some bigger bases and some smaller ones to accommodate for me and Hamish and then the kids. So then the kids can either share a smaller bit or have one to themselves. Usually I get them to share while they're little because I didn't need too much of it. And I'll probably get the fry pan going. Now with the pizza base, it's up to you how thick you want it. But because it's self-raising flour, when you do cook it, it does rise a bit. So, and you can have it at whatever shape you want. And it also depends on if you can put it in the fry pan. So I might cut the edge off there and whack that back in. So that's a nice decent sized one for the adults to share. And then this is a slow process of cooking because I tend to cook them individually. Just have one going at a time, and then I just have some cooling racks. So usually I like to cook it on, say, medium heat. It's up to you. Depends on your stove top. So on the fry pan, I usually give them a few minutes each side. And then the way you'll know if it's ready to flip is I just check on the underside to see whether it's starting to golden up a little bit. Sometimes you'll also see it thicken up a little bit too. It's not like pancakes where you'll see bubbles come through. So don't wait for the bubbles, otherwise it will burn. But after every now and then I just check to see the underneath. And sometimes I use 1 or 2 spatulas to flip it over carefully. Starting to brown up on the other side. See how it's already quite thick, so I probably could have rolled it out a bit thinner. But, you know, it'll still work really well as a pizza base anyway. The kids will enjoy making their own pizza. This will be finished soon, and I'll put it onto the cooling rack and get another one on. This one was a bit of a bodge job. I've made it way too big than I normally do. But we'll still eat it. It's all trial and error. Nothing will always be perfect. That one's done now. Onto the... as you can see, I've made quite a few. I've still got one on the bench top to cook. My son wants to actually roll that out himself, so I'll leave that one there for him. But you know, we've still got one here in the fry pan. We've got 1, 2, 3 real big bases that we've made, and then 1, 2, 3 medium to small sizes. So you know, that's gonna do my kids in one, like 2 kids in for one meal. So I'll prep a couple of them to freeze for them so I can whack out when I need to, as a quick and easy meal. But then we've got a couple of more adult share sizes too. So you know, I made a big batch. You could probably do them smaller. You can probably roll them out a bit more, make more. So it's really, you know, however you want to do it. Like, they're quite thick. Maybe you want to try and roll them out a bit thinner, or you might like them quite thick, not want them to be as brown because you're going to be cooking them anyway in the oven. It's up to you. You know, it's a bit of a trial and error as to what you and your family like. But, you know, we've done this once before, and it turned out really well. So, you know, we're going to do it again tonight, and I'm going to be freezing a whole bunch of pizza bases tonight for future use. So give it a crack. Like I said, it's only Greek yogurt and self-raising flour. Super easy. It's just a matter of, you know, time consuming of cooking it on the fry pan. You could try and have multiple fry pans going at once. You might want to do it on the barbecue. Whatever the case is, you know, you cook it in one big batch, and then you got a whole bunch in the freezer that you don't have to do for a while. So there you are, everyone. I've made quite a few tonight. Some small ones, some big ones. That size will do my kids in one meal. I'll make a few of them, put them in the freezer. There's some adult sizes as well. Made this one a little bit too burnt, so I was too busy talking. I've got one more that needs to be rolled out and cooked. So give it a try. Like I said, 2 ingredients, Greek yogurt, self-raising flour, super easy to make. A little bit time consuming with the cooking of the bases, but you know, you could have multiple fry pans going at once. You could do it on the barbecue, make it a bit more quicker in cooking. See how you go. Let me know how you go. For more content, gardening, cooking, DIY, follow our channel, The Suburban Homesteader. I really appreciate it. Please give our Instagram page a like, The Suburban Homesteader AUS. Thank you, and see you next time.